It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Spruill. The fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for the Warriors, this is a game they'll want. A win will give them the 4th best record in the NBA. That's a nice designation to have.
Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage. And before we get going,
hey there, Kevin. Well, we all know that Steve Kerr, the Warriors coach, has a great way with his players. He said they see through all the BS. They've got to know that you're in charge.
You know what? That humble approach goes a long way, David. Thank you. Brent, a lot of experience on the floor. Talk about why it's so hard to succeed if you do not have that kind of veteran leadership.
If guys stay around this league long enough, Kevin, they've seen a little bit of everything. And when they've seen those things, the fact that they could communicate it to guys who haven't, sometimes they can keep you calm, make sure you temper your expectations, and then have you understand just how long not only the season is, how long a game is, how long a quarter is, and how long even one possession can be in order for you to be more successful and learn the lessons of this game to be better the next time.
You've had a lot of guys come across your path. Any one veteran that comes right out top of your head who really helped you along?
I'll throw way back to Chris Mullin and the time that I worked a lot with Chris in the early part of my career, just preparing to be in the NBA and talking through stories about the type of hard work, the type of consistent work, and the type of mentality you have to not only succeed individually, but certainly to have team success.
Great story. Now, Golden State's starting 5. Thompson and Durant, the deadly shooting wing pair. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. And it's Curry in at the point guard position.
I think he just has a great feel for what the defender is thinking. Durant using the up fake there to draw the foul.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Oh, Kevin Durant, he cares. He cares about winning. He cares about his teammates. He cares about how they go about their business. And he puts the work in. So since leaving OKC and all the criticism and all the outside chatter, Kevin Durant has been the best player on the best team in the biggest moments, winning 2 Finals MVPs.
AI, no good. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. It's Durant on the wing. DeRozan defending. Thompson outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And for Durant, Brent, to absorb so much animosity, especially in Oklahoma City, it really pained him.
Well, of course, you don't like it when people are talking negatively about you, but the one thing about going to Golden State and being around that environment, I think Kevin Durant felt safe around the construct and culture of what the Warriors were about. And then for Kevin, obviously, the best thing to do is go out and play and let your play do the talking. He's certainly done that, and he's done it loudly.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. AI outside. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Thompson outside. To the paint, and stolen by Aldridge. And here we go. Fast break, and AI's got it. Aldridge up on top. Spurs passing it around. AI passes to Aldridge. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Aldridge has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And this is where all the years of experience come into play. Aldridge didn't enter the league with a great catch-and-shoot game, but he sure developed it.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Good on the triple. The Warriors' Steve Kerr, the fastest coach in major American sports history to 250 wins. Brent, he gave all the credit to his players. But you talk about what makes him special.
Well, I think Steve just really timed it right in terms of when it was he was going to approach the next phase of his life, waiting for his children to be in a good place, waiting for him mentally to be in a spot where he was going to take over a talented team and put his imprint on it. His experience in Phoenix in the front office, teaching him about what it takes to move players around and make trades. Just a proper approach and the proper timing for Steve to take over a basketball club, and then to bring all of what he learned from Greg Popovich and Phil Jackson to the table, along with a lot of his own. And I think Steve thought long and hard and prepared himself on a lot of levels about what the job was going to be for him. We've seen that play out rather nicely in the last few years.
Thompson outside. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Cousins has got his second basket.
I think this is where Cousins operates best. Comfortable using his size and comfortable in the painted area.
AI passes to Bertens. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Thompson. San Antonio shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Thompson and Durant fill out the perimeter. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. And it's Curry in at the point guard. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Trailblazers was all business. He had 29 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
Now, here's Curry. He's guarded by AI. Green finds Curry. Unloads. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 4-point game. Pass to Curry. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now, a bit out of rhythm.
And the soft hands of Pirtle on display there. Just has such a nice stroke from the mid-range.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Let's take a moment to check out Kevin Durant here. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 19th in three-point field goal percentage. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And yeah, one of the better three-point shooters in pro basketball. He's killed it from downtown every time we've watched him. Very impressive. Here's AI, and he drops in the layup off the glass. AI's got his first bucket in this one.
Once AI gets the ball in that painted area, he's just got a number of ways that he can go to cause damage.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Curry with it. AI picks him up. Curry kicks to Durant. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Spurs. Pass to Murray. Outside DeRozan. AI right side. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now it's a 10-point San Antonio lead. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 10-point.
Thanks, Kevin. Steph, you know.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, you don't think of him as a big-time playmaker, but over the first 2 quarters, that's exactly what he was.
Moving the basketball and making the extra pass, making the defense work harder to stop them. Nice offense there.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Spurs, Murray out there with AI. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Bertans in the power forward. You love a good mid-range game. We don't see it that much, but I know you have a couple guys you think have a pretty strong mid-range game.
Chris Paul still has dominated the mid-range. Kevin, it was interesting because him joining the Houston Rockets, who it's all about threes and layups. Daryl Morey, I think, recognized we need somebody that can come off the pick and roll and make those kind of plays happen, not only at the rim for Capella, but shoot it himself. So Chris Paul still dominates in the mid-range. Kawhi Leonard has shown some skills at the mid-range, even though last year, obviously, just 9 games. He's still a dangerous weapon. It'll be interesting to see if that's still part of his arsenal for this season. And then C.J. McCollum has been one of the best mid-range scorers in the league for the Portland Trail Blazers over the past couple of seasons.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
AI left side. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Brent, of course, you won a championship with the Spurs back in 2005 and 2007. Talk about the differences between those two teams.
Well, the similarities are more what I would go with, Kevin. 2005, it was a year where we leaned on Timmy a ton to beat a very physical, rough and rugged Pistons team who had won 6 Eastern Conference Finals. Maybe Manu Ginobili was the MVP of that series, by the way. And in 2007, the younger guys had grown up. We beat the Cavs 4-0, and that was LeBron James just putting on a show to get into the Eastern Conference Finals, beating that same Detroit team.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. White comes in for Murray. And the Warriors also making a change. Jerebko's checked in for Green.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And White kicks to Bertans. AI with it. It's up against Thompson. Here's AI. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Curry with it. 9 points in the game so far. There's the pass to Durant. Over Bellinelli. And that one hits back iron.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
And AI gets it to go. AI's got 11 in the second half.
AI's got it going right now, and you can only hope to try to keep him in spots on the floor. So far tonight, it hasn't been the case. He's running wild.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 12 points again in the basket from Jerebko. White the pass to Bertans. And Bellinelli kicks to AI. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes to Jerebko. Curry against White. Pass to Durant. Pulls up on the elbow. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's AI on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. A nice shot by AI.
That's good offense beating good defense. And you can be right up on AI and it still doesn't make much of a difference.
Pass to Cousins. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Marcus Cousins, really the big final name in free agency last summer to land with the team. And And Golden State looking at who they've got. Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. Iguodala and Green, the duo at forward. And it's Looney in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Thompson. And the Warriors miss again.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
And that one's good by Aldridge. And the Spurs lead by 20.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
DeRozan against Curry. Thompson from long range. And again, no good by Golden State.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, you can see and maybe feel right now him getting into the comfort zone out there after dropping the second 3 of the half.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. There's the feed to Iguodala. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Maybe he's not the most aggressive defender or the most physical, but Aldridge does have mobility. That time he sends it back.
Clock at 6. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Bertanis, he's checked in for Pirtle. The Warriors also with a sub. Jerebko's checked in for Looney. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And DeRozan kicks to AI. And he uses the glass on the layup. AI's got 23 points.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Yeah, shooting at a very high percentage right now. This one extending the lead.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Inside. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by AI. That's 12 points for Aldridge.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Brent, the league is shaking things up as far as training and evaluation of referees. Do you think it'll result in getting a higher percentage of calls correct? They're pretty good as it is now.
The referees are fantastic.
They are.
And the fact that we're even having a discussion about a higher percentage of correct calls, Kevin,
Thank you.
I would just like to have a higher percentage of correct calls for the rest of this game with you.
Well, good. This guy next to me handed me this card. It wasn't my idea. It was this guy over here.
Yeah, well,
he said, ask Brent about the referee.
We need the stats, guys.
Yeah. Oh, we do. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And the pass to Cook. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
Great vision from Sean Livingston, scanning the floor and finding the man.
AI dishes to Aldridge. Walker in the corner. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. AI passes to Aldridge. That one goes. Count it.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Spurs.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
In what's really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night just as they've done here tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for AI.
He came in with a focus and brought that dominant performance to the defense all night long, controlling the pace of the game and was firing on all cylinders.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up roses.
Iguodala finds Livingston. Iguodala against Bellinelli. And the shot goes in.
Well, he fights through some aggressive defense. Iguodala using those broad shoulders and not taking no for an answer.
It's AI on the wing. Goes up the baseline, and it falls over the rim and in.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate